Hey everybody, it's Daryl from EDUC 604. I wanted to give a kind of an overview on week 3 content. Week 3 marks the end of instruction, but you still have until the 11th of August to complete assignments, including the microteach. That is something that I think came to light during office hours at the tail end of week 2. So I hope that people feel like they have an even better understanding as a result of that. Just finished up another kind of individualized visit. I had one on Friday and one this morning with two different students, and again, just glad to connect with folks and offer even more clarity throughout. Obviously, you're watching the welcome video, which is going to be linked. You have dedicated time, asynchronous time for the micro teach today. It is up to you how you schedule and crank out your asynchronous time. What's listed on the agenda is simply a suggestion. 3-2, that would be Tuesday, 7:25. We will meet from 1 to 4. The clarification was that I had shared this out in week 1. The plan is to meet from 1 until 4. I think you understand my disposition already, that I'm flexible. And if for some reason you already have something that's important that is lined up at 3:30, some of you have already reached out that you have appointments at that time, just come back and check out the video of what's being uncovered between 3:30 and 4. I'm not sure that will last until 4, that the content really drives the meeting time more than anything. So I hope that provides some clarification. The focus of that time is actually not going to be microteach. It's going to be instead student portfolios, artificial intelligence, and a reading comprehension task called question focused technique, which I think you'll probably be able to anticipate what the theme might be. We'll talk a little bit about student digital portfolios, about using those with our own kiddos in classes in fall, and some resources that are provided there for you to use if you would like. See you at 1 o'clock Central Time on the link that's provided as a part of week 3 content. And I look forward to I look forward to having a really strong finish tomorrow. Post your links, please, to the digital portfolio and the lesson plan. I've shared an example here about what that might look like. One thing I want to highlight about the microteach, and I think I addressed this too with the other class on their video, is that when you're filling in information about this is a hub. Below, you're going to see underneath this little image, you're going to see that there are 2 tabs at the bottom of the sheet, one for our class and one for the other one. So if you're not seeing student names from your section, there's another tab just below where my mouse is right now. When Jennifer's group decides they're going to land on a time and date to do the microteach, I would just ask Jennifer, include her portfolio link. That's a great one-stop shop, not only for me, but then also your peers, to be able to find the resources so when they give you praise push feedback, that they can do that. If you're okay listing both your email and phone number, this will help jumpstart the process of connecting your group to figure out when you might plan to record. Speaking of recording, there is a Zoom link that's included with each of these. Please keep the Zoom links there. I do highly recommend that you test your link for 2 main reasons. One, that it's recording, which it's been set up to, at least that's my intention. And then second of all, that you're able to share screen. That will probably be a likely piece of the micro teach. One clarification that came up in a morning meeting with a student was the question came up, do I need to do the second scoop of learning during my lesson? And I just added the comment on the same write-up for microteach that you don't. Instead, I'd rather have it be a resource for you to then use with students in fall. I think that would be ideal. I'm going to post a recording that I get by email for your microteach lessons. That will be a chance for us to offer praise push feedback on those. So you're going to find the recording link of another group, and I think I have it detailed about who I'm asking you to give that feedback to. The next tab shows us a little bit about something that a former colleague of mine, Vicki Carey, shared in terms of how to form or how to craft effective praise push feedback. The push part sometimes is tricky for Midwesterners. We're easy to give praise feedback, but sometimes the push feels awkward. So could you also add the strength of this? What are your hunches if this were added instead? Offering specific examples of this will maybe help clarify. So those are some options about how it might look for those that are maybe finding that piece awkward, which you wouldn't be alone if that were the case. Again, we want to offer that feedback to folks from Lesson 2.0 and the MicroTeach when those links are posted. That share page example is listed right here. The share page is linked both here on the agenda and then 2 spots in the Moodle course, one under assessments and projects and the other in week 3. Here's the reflection piece, the reflection about your MicroTeach and Lesson 2.0. You're going to use 2 different frameworks. One of those is listed in the Miller et al. Book, and the second one is listed in this linked reading from Joan Hughes from UT Austin. And I'm asking you to record a flip video recording. The password to get in, use the guest word function instead of logging in with your Concordia address. Instead of using a Gmail account, I'm asking you to click on the guest password option, and then that's listed here, chocolate, capital C on chocolate. I am suggesting some extensions after class for folks that are either ready for more or feeling like maybe a master's thesis or a doctoral dissertation that might help support that writing. Here are some more practitioner-based resources like Google Training. I happen to be certified as a level 2 educator within Google. That's a part of the professional development that I receive at my district. There are certification options within Google also, but then also there's reading suggestions about, hey, if you happen to have time for some additional reading in between the end of this course and working with students, or if you just want to look at, hey, what kind of readings does he suggest? I do highly suggest to become a member of the national umbrella if tech is kind of your thing. ISTE.org is a relatively affordable membership and has I've heard, a really good conference that I hope to get to. It's a national conference also. There's a Minnesota equivalent. I think it's called Sourcewell, and it usually runs in December in Minneapolis. If you just search for Sourcewell and I'll try to link it when I get a chance and add it. I would, encourage you to consider paths of coaching if given the opportunity, ed tech journals that are suggested here, and then also ed tech books. I've included some links to some other resources. So don't hesitate to reach out if you have any other questions. I look forward to an awesome Tuesday together and to really wrapping up the instruction for week 3 to get us really ready so that you can crank out on that work between now and the 11th of August. Have an awesome week, everybody. See you live tomorrow on Tuesday.